Ladies and gentlemen, in the expansive theater of conflict unfolding in the Amhara region, where the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, are engaged in intense battles against the Amhara Fano forces, the latest updates from the battlefield paint a vivid and concerning picture, which I'll delve into in this detailed account. According to recent reports emanating from Amhara Fano sources, the Fano Amhara forces have successfully seized control of LALIBELA, a city renowned for its medieval rock-hewn churches and a designated World Heritage Site. The city, along with its airport, is now purportedly under the authority of the Fano forces. Remarkably, several hundred ENDF soldiers are reported to have surrendered to the Fano forces on the LALIBELA front, marking a significant development in the ongoing conflict. Contrastingly, the government's official stance contends that the situation in LALIBELA is peaceful, contradicting the reports of intense fighting and the city's apparent fall to the Fano forces. This dissonance highlights the challenges in obtaining accurate and unbiased information amid the fog of war. LALIBELA, a city of historical and cultural significance, has become a focal point of contention in this protracted conflict. Reports from residents describe a grim reality, with fighting erupting between the National Army and regional militia, creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. The clash poses a direct threat to the medieval churches that are not only a major attraction for Coptic Christians and tourists, but also recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Eyewitness accounts from a deacon at one of LALIBELA's churches provide harrowing details of the conflict, with stray gunfire damaging a metal shelter protecting one of the ancient churches. The use of various weapons and the palpable vibrations from the fighting underscore the intensity and brutality of the clashes. The conflicting narratives persist as the government's spokesperson disputes the reported violence, asserting that LALIBELA and its surroundings remain peaceful. However, on the ground, residents paint a different picture, attesting to the ongoing battle and the control exerted by the Fano forces over a significant portion of LALIBELA. Amidst the chaos, there are reports of collateral damage, with artillery shells hitting areas near funeral gatherings and airstrikes striking a school in another district. Concerns are raised about the potential threat to LALIBELA's revered churches, with their UNESCO World Heritage status amplifying the global significance of preserving these cultural treasures. The historical alliance between Fano fighters and Ethiopian troops during the Tigray Civil War has now unraveled, with tensions escalating over disputed land and the government's decision to integrate regional forces into the police and federal army. This fracture in alliances adds another layer of complexity to an already intricate geopolitical landscape. As the federal army and Amhara's regional administration remain silent in the face of these developments, the international community watches with growing apprehension, recognizing the urgency of addressing the humanitarian and cultural ramifications of the conflict in LALIBELA and the broader Amhara region. The unfolding events underscore the imperative of transparent communication, humanitarian intervention, and diplomatic efforts to navigate the complexities of this multifaceted crisis. In a distressing turn of events, the toll of civilian casualties continues to rise in the Ankoba Woreda of the North Shua Zone, Amhara region, as a result of a recent drone attack. The gravity of the situation is underscored by reports from local residents, indicating that more than 8 civilians, including a teacher, lost their lives in this harrowing incident. The drone strikes, attributed to government forces, targeted a school in Ankoba Woreda, unleashing devastation on the educational institution and its surroundings. Eyewitness accounts from survivors reveal a grim aftermath, with numerous casualties and injuries among the civilian population. The attack on Wedera School, which occurred on November 6, 2023, Tikimit 26, 2016 EC, around 3 p.m., left a profound impact on the community. Residents narrate the context of the tragedy, citing over 2 days of intense fighting between government forces and Amhara Fano in the volatile area known as Vedera. The culmination of this conflict manifested in the form of multiple drone attacks on Vedera School, resulting in a significant loss of life, including teachers who played a crucial role in shaping the future of the community. Eyewitnesses recount the chilling details of the drone strikes, noting that the initial attack did not yield casualties, but subsequent strikes proved devastating. One teacher, tragically, lost both of her legs in the onslaught, adding an agonizing dimension to the human cost of the conflict. The physical and emotional toll on survivors and the broader community is immeasurable, echoing the profound impact of conflict on civilian populations. Regrettably, the tragedy did not end at Vedera School, as further drone attacks were reported near Aliyu Amba town around 8 p.m. on the same day, compounding civilian casualties and deepening the sense of fear and vulnerability among residents in Vedera. This incident occurs within the larger context of a protracted and destructive war that has engulfed the Amhara region for months. The government's use of drone strikes, seemingly carried out with impunity, has raised serious concerns about the protection of civilian lives. The Ethiopian Human Rights Commission, EHRC, has previously reported instances of drone strikes in the Amhara region, resulting in civilian casualties and widespread sexual violence, further exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. As the conflict in the Amhara region persists, marked by ongoing intense fighting in various areas, the urgency of international attention, humanitarian intervention, and diplomatic efforts cannot be overstated. The cycle of violence and its devastating consequences on civilian populations demand a comprehensive and concerted response to alleviate the suffering of those caught in the crossfire and to pave the way for a sustainable and just resolution to the conflict. In conclusion, the unfolding conflict in the Amhara region, particularly the intense clashes between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces, has reached a critical juncture with the reported capture of LALIBELA. The conflicting narratives surrounding the situation in LALIBELA highlight the challenges in discerning accurate information amid the fog of war. The significance of LALIBELA, both culturally and historically, adds a layer of gravity to the conflict, especially considering its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The potential endangerment of the medieval churches, a testament to Ethiopia's rich cultural heritage, underscores the urgent need for international attention and intervention to protect these invaluable treasures.